when I look at the merch section. All right, the actual video is going to start when I'm looking at the merch section. Okay. One of the things I want to do, and I guess this does kind of tie in with me looking at the merchandise. I want to make some flyers, quote unquote flyers or letters to send out to record stores and stuff, and have flyers in general, I guess, that are, like promotional stuff for the singles that are coming out. Like, I just remastered Vampires, and I plan on putting it out as a single soon. It's already on YouTube. I played it at the beginning of the stream. I'll play it here again in a minute because I'm streaming again. That is one that I want to do, like a flyer for that. And it'll be sent to like record stores, sent to other places. I used to just send packages of free CDs and stuff, Hey, feel free to sell this, but a lot of the places weren't actually getting them, and I think they were getting stolen in the mail, which is horrible, but things happen. I do need to create a new image for that Jesus Christ was an Anarchist single mix CD, but I want to put a TSOL cover on there, but I'm not done mastering it. So until I get that done, I'm not gonna offer it. They're the $1 singles. I do have copies of Esoteric available, so if anyone's interested in getting some of those, go hop on there and grab some. It's pretty cool. I was gonna say it's a shameless plug, but it's literally my stream. I'm kind of promoting my music and trying to build a career through this. But I'll update the image when I actually start making the CDs with the proper, nice design on them. But yes, my goal, one of the goals is to make some flyers, send them out, probably put some stuff on there like a discount code or something. Hey, go to my Bandcamp if you, a special discount for labels to purchase CDs, this or that. Because I believe, and I'll probably do that when I'm not streaming, because I don't want to go into like the depths of Bandcamp while I'm, live streaming all my information out everywhere and it being recorded, what I'm saying? But I will have that out. Hopefully some like discount codes kind of thing for like stores if they want to purchase CDs or whatever. And the flyer would be something along the lines of like, now have like the picture for Vampires and say, now available on streaming services, and CDs, or now available on streaming services. CD singles available for purchase from TFA Records. Find Think Feel Act on Bandcamp to purchase CDs. Special rate for bulk orders in record stores. Discount special rate code is da-da-da-da-da. And then, or something like that, just to type out a letter. It's a lot cheaper to send a single letter than send a CD single that they might just take and toss in the trash, you know what I'm saying? Same thing for some radio stations. I need to try to get more radio stations to play my stuff. I've sent them out to a lot of stations, but I just don't think that they really give a shit. That or, the punk stuff they probably wouldn't even touch. Vampires, they might. There is it's not local to me, but it's, I guess, a local station somewhere in Michigan. The guy really likes the song Vampires a lot, and I've spoken to the guy and emailed him the remaster, so hopefully he'll start playing the remaster. That'd be sick. I would love to get that on more stations and hear it more often. I have had some college radio stations play some of my music. Yeah, that'd be awesome to get more songs out there. I think Vampires is probably most likely, because it is long enough to be played on the radio and catchy enough. The other one, that the same guy who plays vampires, he used to play Real Money on his show. That was one that he enjoyed playing. But once I dropped vampires, he pretty much exclusively spins that. Like, not every single week, but like every other week. You know, he mixes up his radio show he has. So, and it originally, I believe, was an online show exclusively, and then he got picked up by an actual radio station. So, hopefully I'll do a, what is that called? An interview with him. He wants to do an interview at some point. So I'm excited to go out there and do that. Just gonna say there was gonna be a live interview I was gonna do with him. It was scheduled, and that was like a ways drive, you know, up there somewhere. I don't even know exactly, somewhere in Michigan. But I was gonna do it. You know, it's an opportunity to get more people to listen. But it fell through, sadly, so now I'm waiting on another potential opportunity. Also, my Bandcamp page, it used to have more on there, but I have since removed certain things I'm no longer trying to sell. This here I am selling copies of Esoteric. It's the full EP in its current form. Jesus Christ Was an Anarchist single. If you purchase a CD single, it comes with both the full-length version and a shortened version, which the shortened version I will actually play for you guys right now. It is not very much different from the regular version, but the intro is gutted pretty much for the sake of radio play, because a 20-second intro that's talking, it's a little much. Just a little much. So I'm going to mute my mic here for a minute, and you guys enjoy this. During my studies of the occult, it was brought to my attention that Jesus Christ was an anarchist.
You come
I am back. Hello. So, yep, still doing the thing. Bandcamp Friday. Didn't even know that was exactly a thing. How little I know. So yeah, we have TFA Records stickers available for $2. Whoa. How much is shipping? I don't remember. I hope I don't have $7 on it, because I could send it in a letter instead of, big, expensive case. That would not be right. Big, expensive package. That might have been an oversight on my part. Alright, so that was one of my goals, was sending out those letters. I was thinking of also doing the same thing for Jesus Christ Was an Anarchist. But I have to do the first one first. Another thing, I'm thinking of starting to do exclusive cover songs on CD singles. So the first one's going to be the Jesus Christ Was an Anarchist single. I believe that one is going to have an exclusive single that's not going to be available on streaming services. I like the idea of that. I think it sounds fun. I think it's like a cool little thing that if people really, really want to hear how my version of a cover song will work out, then, it's available on a CD single to buy. It'll be like B-sides, basically. So, first one's going to be Superficial Love by TSOL. That's the plan. I have it recorded. I just don't have it mastered yet. Properly mixed how exactly I want it. Because it's one of those things where I keep dumping hours into it and I just not there yet. I could, now that I'm thinking about it, probably throw it into the Jesus Christ Was an Anarchist file, copy all of the instruments over to it, so it'll sit exactly like how Jesus Christ Was an Anarchist is, and just send it that way and be done. Like, just change the BPM to what the actual song is set to, and be done. Which I might do. Which is really... Oops, I kicked the microphone stand, my bad. Sneaky way of doing it. Not sneaky, but like, is it cheating? Yes and no. I mean, the guitars were recorded differently. Everything was going to be different. It's not going to sit exactly the same, so I'm going to still have to mix things around a little bit. But then at least it will have the sound that Jesus Christ Was an Anarchist does, in a sense. The only thing is the drums are different. There's a lot of differences, so I can't really just do that. Other songs in the future I probably could, but Superficial Love I'm gonna have to mix itself. And then if I want every song to have the same sound and flow or whatever, that's flow, the same sound, I could just keep opening the same file, and how I mix one song could be how they all kind of sound mixing wise. But I don't know if I want that. Maybe I want different songs to have different sounding mixes. I'm not sure yet. I've got a lot of different songs I'm working on and ideas and things like that. one of the next things I do plan to do, probably tonight after I get off of the stream here. I've already been going for an hour and have like no views, which is crappy. Like that's really not fun. But one of the things that I do want to do is add the Vampire single to Bandcamp. Probably just gonna have it as a free download. It's not necessary to charge money for it. I don't really need anything from it. It's if people want to donate, that's a way that they can donate. Should mention that if anyone is interested in quote unquote donating, which support the channel, support this. The best way I'd recommend is buying quote unquote a track, which it is buying. They're free. You could choose however much you want to pay. If you want to pay anything, you can. All you gotta do is just go to a song or any of these, buy digital album, name your price, put whatever price you want. You can also put for like 0. No minimum. You can put 0. Continue with 0 and download your computer. It's free. Or you could buy a digital album, $10. It's just that's basically donating, and you get an MP3 or a WAV of one of my songs. And if it ever gets pulled from streaming services, or I remix it and I don't, want the original up, you still have the version that you want in the first place. If that, so be it. If that is the case, I should say. Should make a video about that. All right, y'all, we're making a video right now. Can I close that? No, I can't. Okay. Oh, I'm on the back end technically of it. Oh well. Alright, we're going to record a video on the fly right now. Hello, internet peoples of the internet. I'm not keeping that in there. That sounded silly. Howdy. So, if you guys had any interest in downloading any of my songs or purchasing or donating to support my music or the channel, the best way you can do that is on Bandcamp. Simply go to Think Feel Act, no spaces, and then .bandcamp.com/music. It's up there at the top. I will have a link in the description, by the way. The best way to support me would be to either purchase a CD over here. So you can get Esoteric. I don't like that. I'm going to stop that entirely. No, I can just keep going. No, I'm going to do this in one take. You guys are going to watch me record this silly video. Sorry about the coughing. I should have muted myself. Alright, let's try this whole thing again. Howdy. So I wanted to let you guys know if you were interested in purchasing any physical media from me or downloading tracks. A lot of them are free to download, by the way. So I'll let you know to go to thinkfeelact.bandcamp.com/music. That is where I have most of the singles, more coming soon, as well as the EPs. So, for example, if you wanted to, I'm showing this off in case anyone's not used Bandcamp sees this, download a song that I have available for free. You go into Bandcamp, go to whatever release you want, go to where it says buy digital album. I know it says buy, but click on it, and you can name your price. There's no minimum. You would just type in 0, and you can just download the song or album, in the case where there's albums or EPs. You can download them straight to your computer. Also, as an option, if you were interested in, say, donating or supporting my channel or my music you could type in any amount that you want. Say there's $10. I'm not asking for that, but if you would like to, it is always an option. That's how you get the digital downloads that are free. I know I kind of market that a little bit here and there. I'll probably start doing it more often as well. So yep, let's go to buy digital album, name your price, 0, download to your computer, follow the steps there. I don't require an email, I don't need any of that kind of stuff. So then, I could have used that as an example, but I'm going to go over here to Esoteric. If you wanted to buy or download the 2 tracks. This one down here, it's a little different. You just go to buy digital album, name your price. No minimum, same thing, but because this is primarily covers and the way Bandcamp is, sadly I cannot sell, quote unquote, or even give away the covers, the audio files for the covers. So the only thing that's available for free is Blake is a Nazi and For Vinland, because those are my original songs. The covers, however, are available on the CD. I might be able to change that in the future, but the way that everything works with Bandcamp right now and paying for royalties, I'm not able to do that. So for this, the CD here, if you want to buy the physical CD, click here, name your quantity, enter amount, $7 or more. Once again, you can put whatever price, $7 or higher, that you want. You can, if you want to get added to the mailing list, you can. If you want to include a message, you can. It's all available, but once again, you just add to cart, follow the steps from there. There is shipping. You'll see that when you get to that point, if you're interested in buying a CD. Another thing, this is a better example. The first EP. This one here is not, there are no CDs available for 2 different reasons. First off, I'm out of CDs. All pretty much 100 of them are gone except for my own personal copy and maybe an extra one that I had that got moved around or something, but probably about 97, 98 of them are gone, no longer in my possession, of the 100 I had made. So that's the first reason. The second reason is I do not want to sell this album. There's a caveat to that. When I have my music on iTunes or any other service that allows you to sell, there is a minimum you can put the prices at. So I'm pretty sure I just left it the default. That sadly is something I could not allow free downloads for. But here on Bandcamp, 5 of the 6 tracks are available for free, the entire EP almost. Once again, except for the cover, that's only because I can't do it because of Bandcamp's rules. But you could go on here, buy a digital album, get almost the whole thing for free. It's yours. You have it from here on out. Once again, you can put whatever price you want. And lastly, this one's kind of silly that I have the picture of the CD, but that is the only image I have for it. There is no sleeve available for it. The Blake is a Nazi single. This is only available as a digital album. If enough people want it, I will start putting it out again as a CD. As you can see, there were CDs available. Very, very limited run, but they are there. It has Blake is a Nazi and For Vinland. Those two, same thing as Esoteric. But it also has the alternate mix of Government is Slavery, which is only available on the CD single, YouTube, if I still have the video up, or this Bandcamp download. It's the only way you can get it. And YouTube, obviously you can't, unless you rip it from YouTube, which, go for it. You obviously can't just download straight from YouTube. So if you want a copy of the alternate mix of Government and Slavery, this is your best bet. It's free. You can get an MP3. You can get a WAV. You might even be able to get you can get FLAC. Oh, FLAC. Oh, awesome. All right here, available on Bandcamp. As well as, if you go back to the homepage for Think Feel Act Bandcamp, physical media and merch, I'm also selling the TFA Records stickers. $2. You know, just a fun little sticker. It's only like a 2-inch by 3-inch. I like putting them on things. It's fun. You know, it's a nice vinyl sticker. I enjoy them. This here, I have a placeholder image because these are made to order. Esoteric, there's a limited number available. I believe currently it's at 9 or 10. And obviously that's at the time of recording. These are going to be made to order. These are limited edition, limited of 33. But this will have the actual single mix, as well as a shortened single mix, which is just the intro is like cut back 90% of the way, just so it gets to the song faster and it'd be better for like radio stations. But I figured if anyone's interested in the CD single, then the songs, and they want it, they might as well have that as well. Sadly, for CDs, and I should mention this, the lowest price that I can put for a CD is $1, which is, again, why I didn't want to do the first EP, because I don't want to sell that. I want to give that away. And to try to put it on Bandcamp, I would have to charge at least $1 for it, for the physical CDs. The digital downloads can be free, but the physical ones have to be a minimum of $1. So yeah, if you guys are interested ever in finding where you can get merchandise and CDs and or donate or support, this is the best way to do it. That's to get the merch. This is the best way to do it. Thank you again. Thanks for watching. You guys have a good day. Alright, I'm going to go edit that video probably. Yeah. There's my little shameless plug. I don't know what I'm even going to title that video, but yeah. This is a lot of random videos. My Chemical Romance, these guys, Call of Duty, Five Nights at Freddy's, and then just all sorts of music stuff. Yep. So this is the remaster of Vampires I was talking about earlier. Let me just throw this in full screen. And I'm going to leave you guys with this. This is how I'm going to end the stream, is playing this music video. So you guys have a good one. Thank you for watching. If you rewatch this later, thanks for sticking around. And yeah, I hope you do enjoy and enjoy this lyric video for the new remaster Vampires coming soon to streaming services.